Okay, so we're back here with part 2, and the futures are live again, and the dollar is rallying. I'm noting this resistance level here on the dollar, okay, which was once support. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's look at the 30-minute. This is where we broke out last week, this trend line. So it looks like we're starting to form a bit of a handle here, which would be interesting to say the least. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the ES again. And we paused right at the 786 level. Let's zoom in a little closer. This is the downtrending channel that I was looking at last week. So we could make a case for that being there. Okay, let's look at this closer now. Right at the 786, and we're starting to show some hammers here. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what this plays out like tomorrow. And if that's the case, then let's draw a fib from that recent high to this low. And the 382 is back up here. Here's the trend line. Okay. So the 382 is back here. And the 618 is 1163. So let me get rid of some of this so it's a little easier to read. Okay, let's draw that fib from the last pivot high here. We have a pivot here, and this one from the current position. Okay, so that upper trend line, the 786, is back up here. Alright, that's one thing to look at. And what about this fib here? If this in fact holds the 786 from this high up here, and the low back on 9.8, I believe it was, or 9.22. Back up to this trend line around the 6.8, 6.18. So yeah, so this upper trend line looks like it could be a very positive move. I don't know, my feeling is that the ES looks like it wants to bounce at that previous video, as the previous video showed, the 786 level that we got down to at the 1120 area. So, and with the DXY looking like it may have peaked for the time being and needs a little rest before it proceeds higher, I think we should get a bounce here. So with that in mind, the SDS that I have currently, I'll likely take off and take profits on Monday. I only have 5 of the 120s left, or excuse me, 5 of the 25s left. So that's a no-brainer. It's the 1-hour chart. And the SPY, perhaps, given a move down in the morning, pre-market, I would look for a reverse at 950 to possibly put on some SPY calls, maybe a spread for some premium and a net entry. Okay, So that's what I'm going to be looking at tomorrow. I'm not looking at taking positions in any particular equities only because I want to see where the markets are going. So anyway, that's my thoughts. This is Cousin Vinny coming to you on Sunday, October the 2nd, with my thoughts on the market week with the Greece news coming out. I think that's already figured in. So remember to use your stops, and we'll see you in the room. Take care.